Hey guys, this is Frenzy bringing you another game from MLG Columbus between EGIdrA spawning as the red Zerg in the top right and LiquidTyler spawning in as the blue Protoss in the bottom left position. This will be on Xel'Naga Caverns. Between these two very fierce competitors. EGIdrA doing extremely well in the tournament right now. Taking out a lot of people. I believe he's undefeated actually. Going hatch first here. He is doing a 15 hatch. LiquidTyler throwing up his 12 gateway. Pretty standard out of both players. He's getting his spawning pool down now. We'll probably see LiquidTyler throw up his Cyber Core right here, taking his next gas very shortly. EGIdrA getting his Overlord in position so he can do some scouting later on if he chooses to. This drone's going to come in here, make sure he's not doing any sort of Forge Fast expand or, so he doesn't have to worry about this expansion at all. We have the gas coming up for EGIdrA, so he's going to favor a pretty quick speed here, which he always does. He's a very safe player, I would say. A lot of Zergs go no gas for quite a while and tend to get their economy up and running a little bit faster than EGIdrA, but it's a lot more susceptible to early pressure without having those speedlings up. So EGIdrA plays very safe and just kind of regains that little bit of economy that other Zergs get just by excellent macro overall. He's getting out this sentry, trying to deny any further scouting from this drone. He's going to try to keep it alive for as long as possible to see if he throws up 3 more gateways for a 4-gate or just 2 more and goes for an expansion. Doesn't quite get that information though. EGIdrA just making a lot of drones here. Looks like he has his 1 pair of Zerglings just scouting around for any proxy pylons. Very good to do with these couple extra drones just before you get them into position. You know nothing's really going to be coming at you at this point in the game. So before you get them on this Xel'Naga and scouting the front of his base, you can just go around here and look for any proxy pylons that he's thrown down to use in the later stages of the game. A lot of Protosses like to do that. We see this forward pylon coming down, so it looks like he is going to get that expansion up. It looks like he's throwing down 2 more gateways, so it'll be a standard 3-gate expansion out of LiquidTyler here. EGIdrA still leaving 1 guy in gas. He's been doing that a lot lately. Probably doesn't quite need every drone out of gas and just gets that layer up a little bit quicker. And there goes the expansion down for LiquidTyler, so we'll see if EGIdrA actually spots this or not, and how long it takes for him to spot it. Looks like LiquidTyler wants to possibly do a little push here and maybe fake EGIdrA into using some of his larvae for Zerglings instead of drones. It's quite interesting. I will really like this push if he just comes up here. See, EGIdRA's forced into making Zerglings here and he can't boost his economy as much. LiquidTyler could just pull back right now and the damage would have already been done. He really doesn't need to risk this many sentries here. These Zerglings do see the expansion, so he probably does not think that it is a 4-gate, although there are some that will start the expansion and cancel. And this Overlord is coming in. It will see that there's only 3 gateways here, so EGIdrA will probably stop making Zerglings here. He has 14 more in production, but he does go back, cancels the Spine Crawler, and goes back to drone production right away, so that's very good. We see the probe transfer for LiquidTyler, and these Zerglings look like they might want to do some sort of an attack now that he's been forced to make them, but with all these Stalkers and Zealots and these sentries capable of doing a lot of force fielding, EGIdRA's just going to wisely pull back, realizes he can't break this at this time. Wouldn't mind seeing him start to go to work on either this Destructible Rocks or his Gold Destructible Rocks. Maybe leaving a couple just to scout the front in case he does, LiquidTyler does decide to push out. And there he does, go to work on his Gold Rocks. So, very nice. Layer coming up for EGIdRA. +1 melee attacks, quite interesting against Protosses. A lot of people favor Roaches. He is getting some Roaches, but we probably will see some Zerglings, maybe even some Banelings in the later stages because of this +1 melee. Very excited to see. a lot of sentries, gaining a ton of energy for the mid game. That's going to help LiquidTyler, and he is going for a 6-gate pressure build, so this is going to be very quick pressure out of LiquidTyler here. Not going to go into that Robotech quite yet. We'll have to see if EGIdrA prepares for this, or he'll get caught off guard at all. Getting the speed for his roaches, and he is getting just the speed for overlords. I thought he might be going into baneling drops because of this +1, but not quite yet. Not sure if he will or if he's just going to get the speed for the overlords. We have Burrow coming down for EGIdrA. More stalkers warping in for LiquidTyler. And it looks like LiquidTyler wants to move out with the 6-gate now, so EGIdrA probably knows exactly what's going on. This is the timing that he would be looking for if this is a 6-gate push, and I don't know if he's going to be able to keep this gold in a Ling counterattack going into the natural, picking off the Zealot and the Stalker. But I don't think it's going to do too much damage other than that. That LiquidTyler's army does come back. He's going to try to get in here, maybe pick off a probe. Won't quite make it into the main because of this warping. Actually, he does make a couple of Zerglings into the main. He will seize these 6 gates, so he knows exactly what's coming, and we will probably see straight unit production out of EGIdrA now to defend against this, as he does know he has a nice economic lead on LiquidTyler here. 7 roaches in production, so he is going straight for roach production right now. Getting +2 melee attacks. I'm kind of interested to see if he's just going to get a lot of Zerglings. No, there is the Baneling nest going down now, so he will be getting some Banelings in this mix. And we have these roaches trying to get these stalkers that are a little out of position, but he has to be careful to not get force fielded. 4 of these roaches are going to go down for free. He managed to get 1 out alive unless he does not retreat it, and he doesn't. 4 roaches do go down for no damage to LiquidTyler. And LiquidTyler wants to push in here, but there are quite a few roaches out. We'll have to see. Good force fields cutting off a lot of this army. Roaches swinging around the force fields, picking off a lot of these zealots, but a lot of these roaches are out of position now. Even more force fields going down, catching off more of the roaches. But there are just so many roaches and Zerglings being produced right now. And these sentries are running very low on energy. There's only a couple force fields still left. I don't know how long LiquidTyler is going to be able to continue this push with 12 more roaches in production. EGIdrA is going to be fine during this attack. Excellent macro by EGIdrA, just outproducing his opponent here. And we have Baneling speed coming up as well. So I feel like EGIdrA might be just gearing up to be extremely aggressive right now. And just not ever letting the Protoss get on a 3rd base now that he already has his up. There's not really anything LiquidTyler can do against all of these roaches and Zerglings coming out. 16 Zerglings in production. Back home, LiquidTyler does have his Robo facility up, and he is going to start getting out some Immortals. Not quite any Robo Bay yet for any Colossus, but we'll have to see if he does go into that. It would be good if he could keep a lot of these Banelings away from his army, as EGIdrA does not quite have drop yet. I'm not sure if he's going to end up going for that, or if he's just going to get aggressive with these Banelings as soon as he gets speed out, which will probably be the case, since if you get Overlords with drop and speed, you don't need the speed for your Banelings, they just drop directly on the army itself. He's getting his 2nd Immortal out. Against all of those roaches, he probably hasn't quite seen the Zergling +2 finish now and the Banelings here. And EGIdrA looks like he wants to be aggressive with this army. And we'll have to see if LiquidTyler can hold this off. There's a lot of Banelings in this mix. If he hits a lot of these Zealots and Stalkers, he could do a lot of damage. Banelings can be cost-effective against Stalkers if you hit quite a few of them, so we'll have to see. EGIdrA is getting some drones out now to saturate this gold expansion behind this. This Observer sees absolutely everything. EGIdRA's going to throw a Ling in here to see where where LiquidTyler's army is, and it's going to come out and it's going to get a good surround. He has to be careful here. He has no sentries to stop the Banelings, and the Banelings are getting here, are going to hit so many, and all the Stalkers go down to the Banelings. He only has a few left, and LiquidTyler looks like he will not be able to hold this attack. The Immortals do go down, and he has to retreat to these reinforcements here. And for the time being, it looks like EGIdRA might have to pull back here. But these 22 Zerglings that are in production right now, are just going to overwhelm LiquidTyler if EGIdrA decides to keep up this aggression. And even more banelings being morphed. Overlord's pumping out creep right at this attack location, and it looks like LiquidTyler wants to push out. He needs to be careful because there are so many Zerglings and banelings being morphed right now. 10 more Zerglings in production, and this Immortal might go down. And there are just no units out for LiquidTyler right now. EGIdrA has double the supply of LiquidTyler. It looks like this is going to be GG, and EGIdrA looks like he's going to take game number 1. And there is the GG. EGIdrA takes game number 1, and we'll hop right into game number 2, so definitely check that out.